up, mother pluckers? Welcome back to another episode of Nighttrap podcast, Halloween special 2021. I can't see very well. 3D. Third year, third Halloween. We have an awesome fucking episode. We're gonna have some shorts. We're gonna have some discussions, some movie reviews, some shitting on movies. You know, a lot of that shit. We'll see how it goes. But also a ton of commercials, ton of other shit. So stay tuned. Remember, we have a giveaway for the Black Craft called Anime Box, Mystery Box, size large. If you want to enter it, just leave a comment, fucking click like, and you're set. But with that, let's get into the fucking episode. We'll be right back.
Once again, foolish friends, Freddy Krueger is on your phone. Dial this number now. I've got some tales to tell. Freddy's favorite bedtime stories. Dead time stories. All brand new, straight from my boiler room to your home. It's Freddy Krueger on your phone. So dial this number now if you dare. Tell him Freddy sent you.
$2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Children, get your parents' permission before you dial.
Hey ghouls, Tara Kruger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to the Nighttrap podcast. Hey ghouls, Tara Kruger, and I'm here for the Nighttrap's podcast Halloween special. I'm super excited to be part of this, and I kept going through my head, like, what should I do for this segment? And I finally came to terms with it, is like, I love horror movies so much. I've been watching horror movies since I was a fucking child. And like, I just have an obsession with film, not even just horror, like I just love film in general. So like when I'm talking to people or whatever, like it always goes to like movies and like me knowing way too much about every movie that possibly is that I like and giving people way too many details, even if they don't care about it. So I decided, like, why not give you some awesome horror movie recommendations for Halloween? Because my idea of a perfect Halloween is just hanging out with people, eating junk food, watching some awesome fucking movies, and carving pumpkins. That's honestly what I would love to be doing this Halloween, but I am booked the 29th, the 30th, and 31st performing. And like, don't get me wrong, I am so grateful to be booked and performing, especially because it's along with like all of my closest like ghoul friends, and I'm super excited to be part of it. But I'm actually quite the anti-socialite, and I honestly just like being more chill. The only time I like being out at the clubs and everything is when I'm actually performing, and that's what I'll be doing, so I should be having fun. But anyways, for those of you who are like me and want a chill, cute night of just eating junk food with friends, watching horror movies, I have some recommendations that hopefully you guys haven't seen and you'll watch and hopefully enjoy. Now, you can never go wrong with 80s classics. Like, I love, like I know like Halloween and Friday the 13th started in the 70s, but most of their sequels that were like, for me, more entertaining came out in the 80s. One of my favorite parts of Friday the 13th is actually part 6 and 7. Part 6 is when we're first introduced into zombie Jason. I just love that, like, you know, Jason's finally back and he's badder than ever because he's even harder to kill because he's a fucking zombie. I actually have him tattooed from part 7 where he has like his little zombie mug and his half-broken mask. Part 7 of Friday the 13th is pretty much Jason versus Carrie. He encounters this teenager who has these like telekinetic powers, and it's like very different Friday the 13th, and it sounds kind of corny and cheesy, but I don't know, I actually really fucking enjoyed that movie, and it's one of my favorites from the Friday the 13th franchise. So if you've never seen part 6 or 7 of Friday the 13th, those are two I really recommend you check out, and I believe they are available to stream on Peacock. Not sponsored at all. And of course you can't go wrong with like Halloween. The new one just came out. It was kind of shitty in my opinion. There's a video of me talking about it over on my channel if you want to hop on over there and hear me bitch about why I didn't like it. And of course my favorite, A Nightmare on Elm Street, part 1 and 3 are like my ultimate favorite. I also love part 4. The kills in that are so fucking amazing. Like, they're so fun to watch. I guess that's why Freddy Krueger happens to be my favorite, just because I always thought his kills were so much more creative than just like some stabs and like head crushes. Like, Freddy can use the dream world to kill you, and there was like the opportunity was endless. So definitely check out A Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3 if you've never like seen a horror movie. Like, I mean, who hasn't seen Freddy Krueger? So one of my all-time fucking favorite horror movies takes place on Halloween, and that is Night of the Demons. It is where this girl Angela and her friend Suzanne are throwing a Halloween party, and they're doing it at this old abandoned haunted mansion. All the group of kids get there, they do this little seance, and in the middle of it, they get possessed. Well, Angela and Suzanne, I believe, are the ones who get possessed. And as the night goes on, they start morphing into these demons and killing everyone, possessing them as well. And then it's left to our final girl and one guy to escape. I don't want to give away too much if you've never seen it. Night of the Demons is definitely like 80s campy, gory, like amazing horror. I fucking love that movie so much. The makeup effects in that are amazing. Check it out if you've never seen Night of the Demons. Don't confuse it with Demon Night, which is the Tales of the Crypt movie, which also check out if you've never seen. Demon Night, starring Billy Zane from Titanic, but I more know him from Critters 1 as the boyfriend who gets eaten in the barn. Demon Night is Tales from the Crypt movie, and it is super fun. It's an early 90s movie, also starring Jada Pinkett Smith, looking snatched and hot as hell. Return of the Living Dead, one of my all-time favorite zombie movies. Now, if you watch this movie, don't like go into it thinking it's like this serious like zombie flick. It is definitely 80s camp. It is fucking just amazing. The sequels are even more campy, and they're okay. They're not my favorite. I honestly like part 1 is like my go-to. Like I fucking love Return of the Living Dead. The soundtrack alone is fucking amazing. If you're into like old 80s punk music or just punk music in general, definitely fucking check out the soundtrack along with Return of the Living Dead. These zombies I always thought would be cooler too, like if it was like if they did more of a serious movie, because in Return of the Living Dead, the zombies don't stop when you shoot them in the head. These zombies will continuously go after you till there's like nothing left to chase you. And I just love the idea of that. It's like they're already dead, so like why is shooting them in the head gonna stop them from coming at you, you know? Definitely a bunch of like fun, amazing characters in that film. Check out Return of the Living Dead this Halloween. So if you're a recluse like me and choose to stay home on Halloween, definitely check out some of those movies I recommended. I have such a great time watching those movies. They're not necessarily all like scary. A lot of them are just like campy, and they're like a fun watch. And I don't know, for me it's hard to like say anything's like scary because nothing really like terrifies me too much, but I do enjoy like a good story when it's a horror movie or like just something fun to watch. And definitely these are a good fun watch. Anyways, this has been Tara Kruger, and I'll see you ghouls next Halloween. Bye.
For your special media light box.
Disgusting enough for you, huh?
And a monstrous, larger-than-life floor display, guaranteed to have your customers screaming for.
Hey, who else? Nice likeness, huh?
Plus, Freddy's got a...
Nightfest treats you to 12 Halloween Nick shows, one day early.
Rugrats, Dog and Alex, Mac, Cousin Skeeter, Pete and Pete.
Yo, what up, mother pluckers? Welcome to my channel. Ooh, spooky. Today, I want to talk about, super fast of course, one of my favorite games ever to play during Halloween time, to play with my friends, because you can play it up to 4 players, but I do have it here on the Slasher Cave, brought you by DM Designs. But anyways, A Nightmare on Elm Street for NES, which, yeah, you might say, why does he have fucking knives coming out of his fingers like that? He's not wearing the glove. Truth is, I don't know. It is a hard game. It's a nonsensical game. The only thing that it's like a fucking, basically a Halloween game, because it has Hellcats, it has skeletons, it has bats, devils, zombies, what else? Rats, spiders, huge Freddy heads with spider legs, for whatever fucking reason, I don't know. Makes no fucking sense. But it has Freddy. And it says Freddy's coming. Like I'm gonna show in the footage. I played it for a little bit just to show you guys I died a lot. It's a very fucking hard game. It's a cool fucking game. It was made by LJN, the fucking kings of shitty games in the Nintendo. They brought you the NES version of Friday the 13th. I like it. Freddy's like my favorite slasher. Aside from Jason though. Like they're both my favorite slashers, I guess. but I felt it was appropriate. And it's fucking hard as shit. It makes me go fucking crazy sometimes, but every time that I play it with my cousin, we have a shitload of fun, and it's awesome. It's an awesome fucking game. You guys should play it. I actually have the NES copy, but we do have it here emulated on our arcade. So if you ever want to come play it, come on, come be part of the show. Play some fucking video games. Talk to us. That'd be fucking cool. It's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. It's simple. Walking from end to end. It's kind of frustrating. It has a lot of frustrating things like randomizing where you go. Like you don't go from the first house to the second. No, you have to kind of like push up on all the houses, and you have to be precise. If you don't push up right on the right house, it's not gonna go in. And it's out of order. It's all randomized. I don't know why the fuck they did that shit. Just makes it way fucking harder. But once you get in the house, you get all the bones. You have to collect all the bones. Once you collect all the bones, Freddy's bones, you basically can move on to the next part of it. I mean, different iterations of fucking, well, not different, but just kind of the same. The big hand like a snake, and the head like a snake, and the big hand with the other head like a snake. It's a combination of fucking bosses. They're pretty hard. They're random as shit. They don't really have a pattern. I mean, they just attack you, shoot you from the mount. It's fucking ridiculous. But like I said, I have fun with my cousin, with my friends when we play this game. It's up to 4 players. I would think that it would be total fucking chaos for players, but don't fucking try it. Play this game though. It's a cool fucking game. You should at least give it a chance. It's the only Nightmare on Elm Street game aside from having Freddy on Dead by Daylight. So, you know, this is all we have to enjoy. The music is fucking badass. It's just a cool fucking game. So I highly recommend it, especially for Halloween. If you want to play with your kids, it's hard as shit. If your kid's a gamer, they'll fucking get it. So just fucking do that shit. Remember to fucking follow us and everything. And remember, go check out all the other people's fucking channels and Instagrams and all that shit. But I'll talk about that in the outro. But with that said, thank you guys for joining me in my Nightmare on Elm Street extravaganza Nintendo shit. I'm gonna get to playing a little bit more, but we'll see you next time. Don't change the channel yet. I haven't finished talking. Wait!
What the hell? What's going on?
saw that you were playing Silent Hill, and I thought I'd just come on over and tell you about this record that company Mondo came out with. They put out a 2-disc vinyl, and I thought you might like it. And look what I have here. Oh, maybe we can give it a listen? Yeah, let's go inside, I guess. Jesus Christ, man.
So, who are you?
I am the ghost of Halloween Present, and
Present? Oh, you mean like you brought me a present?
Shut up.
Okay.
So like I was saying, they put out a cool vinyl, and it's got 2 discs, and one of them's on a foggy white, and...
Like the fog in the game.
Stop interrupting. So I was saying, a foggy white and a blood red. Yes, I know it's spooky. So here it is, a gift for you.
Thanks, Ghost of Halloween Present.
You got it, kid.
Can we dance now?
Hell yeah.
Are you tired of playing with your same old toys?
I'm so bored.
Well, here comes Thrasher. He's got a power glove. He's got a hat. He's got a skateboard. He's all around awesome. He can kick.
Yeah.
He can burn a bush. He can skateboard. And he can play video games. He's possessed by the dead spirit of Dutch.
Yeah. He's so freaking awesome.
So throw away your old toys. Complete the whole collection to have the most awesome time ever. Excellent.
Thrasher does not actually play video games.
Kids' costumes are on sale, as low as $4.99.
Oh, fuck. Hey, Mr. Sexy Fox here. With a Halloween special of how I fucking hate Jason X. It's supposed to be a Friday the 13th movie, but it's not. It's not even called that! It's Jason fucking X. He's in space. I think that's all you should know, but here's what really pisses me off. What really curls my balls is that everything sucks in this one. Everything. We start off in the year 08, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Fuck it. But scientists are trying to kill Jason. They know they can, so they try to contain him. One stupid idea. Trying to contain serial killer that's immortal. God damn it. Pisses me off. But alright. So they managed to cryo freeze him. Why? I don't fucking know. That doesn't work. Skip forward to 2055 or 45. I don't know, fuck it. And now they're in space because some archaeologically idiots decide to entomb him from his cryogenic stasis. Which that starts the first kill. They open the door, the frozen popsicle falls down and chops someone's arm off. Like it was nothing. We move on and they kill the only good looking bimbo of a scientist, the Blondie, which everyone likes to call the Sub-Zero kill. Jason grabs her, dunks her into for some reason it's in the sink. That what's it called? Q? Oh yeah, freezing water, freezes her face and then smash it off. That's it. That's the only cool kill. Fast forward, there's a fucking android fight. Because why? Oh, because Jason gets physically destroyed. And guess what? Nanotechnology decides to fix him. What kind of dumb AI you have in your fucking spaceship that fixes the one that's killing all the crew? I hate this. I hate the fucking thing. But we're gonna move on to the best part, the ending of the movie. This is what happens. They explode the fucking ship. And guess what? Now we have the final cutscene where Jason is floating in space. Oh, and guess what? The 19 or 45 million dollar budget, it's just a cardboard floating around. So thank you, but no, we do not accept this fucking thing. That just pisses me off. Ah! That's how bad it is. I broke my tooth. I gotta leave. So, with that said, later, bitches.
Man will be the first to realize.
They're here.
This complete breakfast.
Look what's rising out of the pumpkin patch this Halloween. The pumpkin cutter, a great way to let your kids carve their own pumpkins without...
Greetings and salutations, Nighttrap podsters. Psycho Doll Christopher Headcase here with your Halloween review of my top 5 horror anime. In this episode, you're going to hear things that consist of everything from a little bit of mystery, a lot of blood, some gore, and some of my favorite supernatural elements involving my favorite English-dubbed anime. Now, for all you that enjoy a subtitle, these are also originally in subtitles for you as well. Keeping in mind that one of these was originally actually an English version that was dubbed into Japanese. So, how about that? Stick around. Here we go with my first pick. Keeping in mind that these are in no consequential order. They're just my top 5 favorite. Let's go. First up on my list is an anime called Elfenlied. It's available on the High Dive channel, and of course wherever else anime is. But if you like blood and you like gore, this one is for you. This is the story of Lucy. She's a vicious monster with psychic powers. She's being held in an offshore research facility, and she escapes her captors, leaving a wake of bodies and a whole lot of blood, taking her vengeance out on each and every one of them in a very supernatural kind of way. However, a stray bullet nicks Lucy in the head and she falls off into the ocean. She washes ashore and is discovered by university students, 2 of them actually, Yuka and Kota. Now, with Lucy's murderous persona now replaced with a childlike persona because she has amnesia, she's only allowed to, or able to speak one word: new. However, she soon finds herself taken in by unsuspecting rescuers, but before the facility comes looking for her and the darkness hidden within her begins to stir once again. This is an amazing anime. It does consist of a whole lot of gore, and there is some childlike nudity, which is really over the top and quite borderline disturbing, which is why this anime makes it into my top 5. Enjoy the series. Up next on our cavalcade of horror anime, we have High School of the Dead. A deadly new disease is ravaging the world, turning the populace into mindless zombies, and the number of infected are skyrocketing by the minute. As fellow classmates and teachers succumb to this infection, a small group of students at Fujimi High School are fighting for their lives. This is a wonderful anime that has both every human element: passion, blood, guts, and of course, zombies. Who doesn't love a good zombie story? This definitely makes it into my top 5, and it should definitely make it into yours. It is up to Takashi Komuro to unite a group of weary survivors and try to escape the horrors that surround them. High School of the Dead is definitely worth the watch, and definitely in my top 5. Up next, we have one of my personal favorites and probably one of the first horror anime movies I have ever seen. Wicked City. Beyond the boundaries of our ordinary existence lies a dreadful parallel world where demons dwell and humans dare not to tread. To preserve that fragile balance and to ensure the survival of humankind, a new deal must be brokered. But the dark, powerful forces lust to destroy the accord. If you have never seen this movie, it is fantastic. It is a movie that shares both the darkness and twisted insides of the human mind, as well as both horror and bloody aspects. Of course, there are little surprises here and there that always make me giggle, but this one is definitely worth a watch. Please check out Wicked City. You'll love it.
Head start on. So that's the guy, the Dunfield Hunter.
D.
She's out of her mind! If you go in there, you're never coming back!
Oh, I'm coming back.
You're dead!
Next up on this anime review is another classic film, Vampire Hunter D. Of course, a lot of the anime heads out there are sitting there going, of course! Everyone has seen Vampire Hunter D. Who hasn't? Well, maybe they're not you. Maybe they're new to this anime thing, and maybe they just started. Maybe the last thing that they saw was Pokemon. And God knows that is the worst horrific thing anyone can watch. Unless it's Dragon Ball Z. We don't discuss that. Let's move on. This theatrical film is Vampire Hunter D, as I stated. It is a classic film and should be in everyone's collection. It takes place in the future, the year 12,000 AD. And mankind has taken back to a hierarchy, and that hierarchy is a set of nobles. And those nobles? Of course, they're vampires. Vampires have overrun the land. There are small, scattered communities of humanity left, but for the most part, they live in fear. When Count Mangaslee tastes the blood of Doris Lang, she is forcibly chosen to be his next wife, and in an effort to escape her ill-gotten fate, she hires a mysterious vampire hunter known only by the letter D, who comes from a particular and peculiar lineage. Anything else would be spoilers. Keep in mind that this is a fantastic film, it is a classic, and it should be in everyone's watch list this Halloween season.
怖い目にあったみたいだね。何があったのか話してくれるかい？
人が死ぬところ、あれに見つかる前にここから逃げないと。本来の姿が
無駄に殺される天使か生贄か。
Before moving forward, I do want to make sure that I bring out a couple of honorable mentions, just because I know that they're not the top 5, but they do deserve their mentioning and do deserve a watch this Halloween season. Starting with Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate. The Hellsing series is very, very wonderful, and it does have its own supernatural mystery to it, as well as a wonderful action, which is why I felt it didn't quite make the top 5. It was more of an action series to me personally than an actual horror one. Another one up is a drama horror that everyone should have seen and know and love. It's Tokyo Ghoul. Another one along the lines is Parasite. Parasite is a wonderful, fantastic anime, which to me falls a little bit more sci-fi than horror, but still, if you love blood and guts, it's a great time. Another honorable mention here is Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland is a wonderful, gory anime series, but still falls in the line of more suspense than horror, in my personal opinion. If you prefer something a little more slice of life, there is Zombieland Saga, for those of you that like music and idols. So it's more of a comedy show, really. And of course, Death Note, a little bit more supernatural than and mystery than horror in my taste. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Now on with the show. So, last but not least, let's get up to something a little more current. I know that a lot of the anime that I did bring up was a little bit more from the past. Let's look at something a little more recent, shall we? And this one, I do believe, does deserve the watch as much as and fantastic as it is. And it is Angels of Death. Rachel, our heroine, wakes up with no memories in the basement of an unfamiliar building. She runs into Zach, a scythe-carrying serial killer, and the two begin a sort of odd, bloody friendship on an effort and an adventure to escape this house of horrors. Along the way, every floor leads to a new killer and someone with another piece of the puzzle to Rachel's memories. This is a fantastic anime that deserves a watch, because not only does it keep you on the edge of your seat because of you trying to figure out who and what Rachel is, where she comes from, and what has brought her to this horrifying place, but you also begin to find the humanity within Zach, and you begin to root for this serial killer as he begins his journey to help her find out who she is, only in an effort to help her get where she needs to go for a price. Anything else would be spoilers. That's it for me. I am the Psycho Doll, Christopher Headcase, for the Nighttrap podcast. Those are my top 5 horror anime for 2021. Pleasant screams.
Never Say Die collection.
So, you want to know the story of Splatterhouse, the new horror video game for TurboGrafx 16? They say he stalks the old haunted mansion. They say he's looking for his girlfriend. They say his only weapon against the maggot-eating ghouls who took her is a 2x4. And you say you want to play this game? Splatterhouse. Only for the TurboGrafx 16 system from NEC.
Ready? What do we have? Wait. Soda. We're gonna go with a good old monster. Alright. Let's do this. do it. Ooh, spooky. Damn, bro. Alright. Wait a second. Hello? Who is this? Fucking scammers, bro. Keep it going. Oh, they fucking hit. God damn it. Now I'm all out of whack. God damn it, again? Hello? Who is this? Hello? I think you got the wrong number, dude. No, I didn't. The hell? Wait, who are you? Your worst nightmare. That still doesn't answer my question. But wait a second. So I start playing spooky video games and you call me. Is this some Scream shit you're trying to pull? Yes, it is. What's your favorite video game? What's my favorite video game? Oh, bro. Just answer the question. I'm playing Splatterhouse right now, but how the fuck do you know that? I just know. You don't like Super Mario Brothers. Do you want to die? No, I don't want to die. The fuck out of here, bro. The fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? I mean, it's full daylight. Can't even wait till the night. What the fuck? Should I keep playing? Now I'm creeped out. I don't know.
everything, Winston! Heads up, Bankman! Blast him! What a pinhead!
One day early.
Rugrats, Doug and Alex, Mac, Cousin Skeeter, Pete and Pete, Rocco's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, are you afraid of the dark? Tiny Toons and
So, what did you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you fall in love with somebody new? I don't know why I said that this the fucking Valentine's Day episode. But anyways, with that said, thank you guys for joining us on the 3rd annual Halloween extravaganza. What else? Whatever. It's the 3rd one. But thank you guys for joining us. 3D, remember it's 3D. All the horror movies, when it's 3, it's 3D. But yeah, with that said, remember, enter the contest, leave a comment, click like. We'll contact you randomly if you want, of course. You can leave on any of the Halloween videos, leave a comment and like it. Of course, I want to thank everybody that was part of this shit. I want to thank Dan Barker, Hector G, Chris the Psycho, Dr. Porn, fucking... I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? I already said Hector G, Dan Barker, Dr. Porn, me, of course. Oh, Tara Kruger! How can I forget Tara? Sorry, but remember, thanks to all of those guys. Also, thanks to the Witch. He's gonna join us some more. I know we've all been busy, but with that said, thank you guys. Remember to go all on social media, Nitro Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, fucking Facebook. Also, remember to click subscribe, to like, and to fucking just keep at it. Thank you guys for joining us this Halloween. Hope you have a safe and fucking don't be eating apples with razors and shit and killing people, please. It's not cool. But with that said, we'll see you next time. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers!